Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Unreal World, and we are back today for another episode of our Destroying the Njerpez series. And here we are in the territory of the Njerpez. Literally, we have just finished attacking one of their villages. As you can kind of see from the carnage here all over the ground, there are a lot of bodies. There are a lot of bodies. And yes, I have been accused of loving blood and carnage. That might be true. That might be true. Something I need to deal with myself. But if you guys are fans of truth and justice, well, then you should stick around because that's what we're serving up here. We're dealing justice to these. What they are is basically, I don't want to call them pirates because they don't really go on the water, but they are raiders. So, and you can see in the little bit of exploring I've done, getting here and there between their territory, they've actually popped up two new little settlements. That's what these purple circles are. So, I mean, at some point, we're going to have to try and clear those off too, because the goal of the entire series, not just today's episode, but is to take out the Njerpez here. We want to get their whole culture wiped out. Now, like I said, we just finished with two of them. I was really hoping to come down here and get this third one, this guy, but it's not going to happen. I had to come back to this location just to get my skis, as one of the commenters pointed out in the recent episode. Like trying to travel on the world map with no skis is nearly impossible. You have to stop like every 8 steps to rest. So, in this time of the year, because there's so much snow on the ground. Plus, if we look over here, you'll see my guy is extremely tired. So in other words, we do have a decent little army with us, just more like a band of brothers. But there's, I think, about 9 or 10 of them we counted. I'm not going to worry about the exact numbers, but some of them are injured, some of them are good to go. We'll just keep them around, kind of as a little bodyguard for us. I am going to go ahead and close the door, though, and go to sleep, because we do need to rest. So now that we've rested like this, I think... Well, I was going to say some of these guys are going to come up to me now and want to leave here shortly, but gosh, I don't know. I mean, if they're going to stick around, we might have to go for another attack. See, I was thinking as soon as I woke up, we would be, inundated with messages from some of these guys here. So what I think we'll do, let me look at the map. I'm wondering why the purple hasn't faded away yet. See how it'll disappear? These two settlements here are ones we've already taken out, and the purple eventually fades away. I'm just wondering. Let's tell you what, let's zoom out. We're not going to worry about the loot or anything just yet. Just take confidence in knowing that we are extremely rich right now. But let's move down here to this one. I want to pop inside this city real quick. Actually, I want to take this marker off the map real fast. Okay, there we go. It is done. And let's pop into the settlement. I'm pretty sure everybody here is dead. I did go through and open up all the doors of the cottages just to check. I thought I did. Is this door closed? No, it's open. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of loot in these buildings, not to mention, like, there's just a ton of bodies all over the ground, too. So if we look up here, we lost quite a few allies in this first encounter, no doubt about it. There's at least 6 guys here on the ground. But you know what? I think it's worth heading down here and trying it. Let's see, it's the small hours of the morning. I've got everything with me, and I think it's worth a shot. Let's move down here. I just feel like we need to take advantage of the men we've got with us here as much as possible. So what I think I'll do just to test it, let's get ourselves set up. Okay, here's the village. You can see I already scouted this one out. Very important to try and scout the location first. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's rest. All right, I want to make sure if I were to go into combat right now, I'd be fully rested. I'm going to eat a little bit. Now let's zoom in, not at the village site, nearby, but far enough away that we're not going to encounter anybody. Yeah, okay, so this is what I wanted. I wanted to trigger any dialogues. So let's see. I will be working with you for a day or more. We're probably going to get about 4 or 5 of these. Well, maybe not, because some people have died. But we'll count it. So that's number 3. And this is number 4. Okay, he's leaving. 5 is leaving. 6 is leaving. 7 is leaving. All right, 8 is leaving. 9 is leaving. 10. Yeah, we can't attack, sadly. So that was what I wanted to test. We made the move down here, to this location. We've got a couple guys with us, but what I'm going to do, it won't even let me zoom out now because now technically these men, these villagers with us, are not a part of our group anymore. So they're just like extra entities on the map, which you can't zoom away from even if it's a bird or something. All right, so let's move away from that village. It's funny because now we've left a whole bunch of owl tribesmen right there next to that settlement. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of them wandered in there and got killed or got into fights. Man, that would be super interesting to see. But we are coming back to this village in the very near future to attack it. So it's possible. We'll see what's going on. All right, well, we had a very successful little journey, adventure, I guess you can say. What is the plan for the next one? I say we should get up here to our 2 new captured villages for starters and just kind of look at things. Let me take a quick inventory here of all our new loot, essentially. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I have come to this village alone here to the south and policed up just the loot from these bodies and everything in the buildings, too. There might be a couple bags of seeds down below, but I'm not worried about that too much. We got plenty of food now. But one thing I am going to do, speaking of gore, is pick up some of these folks here. Oh, what? Still carrying too much? Drop them. He's a big boy here. I've got a lot of stuff on me, but let me at least show you some of the stuff I've acquired. I found a couple northern spears, and somebody in the comments recently reminded me that you can use the northern spear in place of a ski stick. So I'm going to be doing that because, I mean, obviously we're good with the spear, so it's just, whoops, it's just smart to have one always with us, right? And I've already got the trident. In fact, I've got the Masterwork wide trident right here. Another commenter pointed out that this is a pretty good defensive weapon, so we will be using that in melee at some point. You better believe it. But also, let's go inside. Now, I did tie up all the dogs, so I've got those guys tied up right there at the tree. I'm going to move some of the bodies here just within reach of the dogs. I'm not saying they have to eat these, but I mean, they're near them, so they should be able to find something to eat because most of the dogs are starved. But they need to recover now because some of them are also injured. I'm thinking about making my overall plan for the rest of today is to go ahead and make the long journey all the way back here to the Drick culture. Actually, we'll probably stop off here at the green guys because one of the things I want to do is pick up some new dogs, and several of these have dogs at them. Oh, these don't. That has another bull. Sheep. Okay. None of them have dogs. Wait, you have a dog, right? Dang it. Maybe a bought. Oh, no. You know what? I'm thinking of the people up to the north. That's right. Yeah. So several of these guys have dogs. All right. There's a dog at the village here and a dog there. If you see it marked RE, that means I recruited. There's a dog there. So, yeah, you know what? I should go up north. Forget about it because I need some dogs. That's the whole point of this current trip is we've got some tied up. We surprisingly haven't lost any. As you can see, I've got a nice little army of dogs, but I'd like to have a whole group, like a lot of dogs. So eventually at some point I might even make a fence for them just to leave them, but I don't know where that'll be. I mean, we'll probably need to settle somewhere in the middle. Once we take over one of the bases here in the center region, we'll make that our permanent location. But anyway, we don't really have a permanent location too much, nor do we need one. We're filthy rich. Speaking of which, let's take a look. So if we look at this pile, this is the clothes pile, and there's some pretty good stuff in here. There's like almost untouched shirts, and there's some armor hereabouts. Let's see, speaking of armor, that was one of the reasons I wanted to head back west to go to the Drick culture. Look at this right here, leather shin guards. I might have to put those on. But now the trick, I put an order in with one of their blacksmiths for a helmet. Ooh, look at this. 12 pounds of the wooden leather armor. That's pretty good. I might wear that too. Wait, I'm going to try putting that on. No, I think it conflicts with the Harbergron. Yeah, we don't need it. It's a trade item, but let me tell you, that right there would probably trade for half a village, depending on how poor the village is. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, yes, we've gone through the alphabet many times. Look at this. The furs, the rope, the baskets of seeds, skin there. That's a water skin is what that is. But anyway, a huge amount of stuff. Oh, I saw some mail. What was that? If it's like mail gloves. Oh, the long mail cowl. Yeah, we need that. And it's actually not in bad shape. Look at that. It's a little bit dinged up, but for right now, we'll wear that. Heck yeah. So that goes over like the neck, I believe. Whoops, wrong screen. Here we go. This is what we want. Average. Yeah, I think it brought our neck up a little bit. Man, look at how vulnerable my elbows and feet are. Dang. We need some stuff on our elbows and feet. Anyway, it's time for bed. I've got, you know what? Hold on. I didn't even show you the second pile, guys. So there's a second pile over here. And this is where the real value is too, by the way. There are 2 scimitars right here. I've got another northern spear, 4 knives, round shields, woodsman's. Here's a bastard sword, 3 short swords. Each one of those will probably get me a dog alone. And I'm going to pick up most of this stuff right here in this pile. 5 broad knives. Look at this. 38 arrows. That's not even a lot, really. Fine spear. I thought I had a good knife, too. I lost a knife. It's like a good fine knife or something, but it doesn't matter. I'm probably going to do almost no crafting whatsoever. So let's go ahead and take a rest here. I'm weary. We've been doing a lot of looting, and I've still got an entire second village to get to. So let's head up there in the morning. Here it is. It's actually midnight. Luckily, it's a full moon, though. Look at that. Yep. It's cold, but we've got our skis. We've got we're not going to take the dogs with us. I'm leaving them. You know what? Hold on. Let me check the cows or the bulls. Okay, this guy's got stuff on him still. This is just from our first couple raids. First of all, I'm going to take that off of him. Oh, look, there's my fine knife right there. That's mine. Give me that bull. How dare you? So I don't want the club, for one thing. Nobody's going to trade for a club. I'll just drop that there. Now, what I did, my whole intention of getting rid of the dogs was to make this easier for the bulls here, just for me to push stuff onto them. So I'm going to come to this pile with all the good loot, and I'm going to push. Well, I guess I'll just push all of it. Try. Okay. So it pushed the maximum on there. I swear these bulls are like weak. Okay. So old Buford got most of it. He got it all except 1 scimitar. So, well, that was just the weapons and stuff. I haven't even touched the pile of clothing yet. But this I'm actually going to go through a little bit more discriminately, and I'm going to look for decent stuff real quick to take. Okay, well, there we go. I have picked through the selection and gotten the finest of the goods here in my inventory. So this is what I'm carrying with me. There you go. I actually found some rough mail mittens. I might put these on, but I don't know. They're rough quality. Plus they're already damaged. We'll find some mail mittens at some point. One of these villages has got to have them. But we're working on our full metal armor still. We don't quite have it. But like I said, I'm getting there. Nonetheless, there's also some furs here, and I got a nice lush bear fur and 2 fox furs. That would be good, actually. That reminds me, what I should be doing, too, is keeping a nice stash of furs on me. And I think we have some more back at the other village. I'm sure of it, in fact. Then we need to look for some of those wandering traders, because those guys often have some really good stuff. You know, the thing with them, no, I don't want to leave yet. Oh, yeah, the dogs, they're tied up. Yeah, let's leave. Yeah, it's hard to find them when you don't really need to look for those traders. That's when you see them, it seems like. But whenever you do want to come across a trader, you never find one. Nonetheless, I'm still going to pick up some more stuff because we're only at 300 pounds. I think he can carry a little bit more. Oh, dang it. Well, I picked up another scimitar. I found that here at the second village. Also, there was a second bear fur here too, so I've got too much stuff now. Oh man, I might have to drop the furs. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll do separate. What am I doing? We'll do like separate missions, trading excursions for this. So I'll leave these here at the second location. It's going to start getting hard for me to keep track of all this loot because at this location, I'm going to have to, you know what? I should utilize the markers. So I'm going to put furs at this location here. And yeah, I mean, I'm not even really taking the time to police these bodies or anything, to search for them. The stuff's going to be perfectly fine, but I haven't even looked through these bodies yet. There's all kinds of stuff here still. But like I said, we're totally full. Our bowls are both full, which is ideal. And we've got some very valuable stuff on us. These swords that I'm carrying, yeah, the Njerpez scimitar, that scimitar right there, and the ones I put on the bull, that's going to be super valuable. So I feel confident to head on and just, oh, look, finally. So the purple border that I was talking about has dissipated. It's gone. We're pushing it back, folks. So this is going to be another big target down here that'll eliminate all this purple area, push them away from the coast. Now, one thing we still really need to do before any more attacking happens is discover some more of their culture, of their territory here under the cultural area. I need to find their villages so we can figure out where to attack. Now, that's of course extremely important, but here's the deal. We've got 6 weeks before the summer season. I feel like I need to take advantage of this cold weather because we can remember in the winter like this, we can traverse over water without having to worry about like swimming or using a boat. I could just ski right over the top of the ice. So it makes long distance trades like this so much easier. In fact, I'm not even going to bother to try and head over this far during the summer season. I think during the summer, we will spend time over here actually exploring most of their territory. I mean, I'm going to have to devote at least a couple episodes to just exploring. But we'll be prepared for it. That's one of the reasons why I want a bunch of dogs with me. So what I think is, like I said, we'll take advantage currently of this cold weather so I can ski. And I think I do need to head to the Drick. Let's go over here. Man, it's so far though. We're going to need to get some dogs. See here, this one, we've got an order from the blacksmith 19 days ago. That was for an iron helm, but we also placed an order down here for a better helm. This one's for, wait, that's for black spear. Oh, I ordered a spear at this one. This one we ordered a spectacle helm 18 days ago. Yeah, so I wonder if they'll keep those for us indefinitely, or do they just eventually like sell it to somebody else? I really don't know. But to be honest, it's probably not smart heading all the way over there with no protection. I mean, I've got a couple of guys with me, but they're not going to stay for more than a day. So we're going to head up north. That's it. I'm going to head to the Owl Tribe because they have tons of dogs for sale. Okay, well, check it out. We have come to our first village. They've got a dog, and I sold him 5 pieces of clothing, including a damaged iron helm. So don't be surprised that the iron helm on there, it's pretty dinged up, but he's okay with that, plus a few other things. Better be a pretty ferocious dog nonetheless. The guy's a hard bargainer. And remember, I didn't bring any dogs with me. A big part of that was because it makes it so much easier to figure out which dogs are the newer dogs when you don't have 40 of them already around you. So the hard part is coming up with new names, but I'm just going to get crazy with it and call them whatever I want. How about Chickadee? There you go, little Chickadee. Let's go. You're a killer, Chickadee. Get him. Now, wait, I don't know. There might be a second dog for sale here. Hello, sir. Where you at? Quit being so elusive. I don't like to trade with the same guy. Yeah, because I've had them like get real hard to bargain with when they have tons of gear on them that you just traded with them. And there's nothing but children around here. It's almost like somebody came through and harvested all the male members of their village or something. But yeah, I like to trade with people who have very little goods on them. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Oh. So you owe me for services. Don't talk about trading before that is settled. Oh, oopsie. We talked to the old man. So he is one of our veterans there. Now you see why I always mark recruited whenever I. Okay. No, they don't have a dog. So we're not going to pay him. I'll just bypass him, go to his son or whatever, trade with that guy. But now that's the reason right there. And if somebody gets killed at their village during one of my raids, then they won't like nobody will come with me again. They'll be like, you can ask him, but they'll be like, oh, not until such and such returns. But he's dead. So one thing I probably should do is come in here and change the mark. Take the dog off there. I'm going to leave the indicator telling me that I recruited, though. Oops, did I do it? Ah, crap, hold on. Okay, anyway, we're good. So we're heading over. Whoops, I guess I should better double check that to make sure this one actually does have a dog. Yeah, okay, the next one's got a dog, so let's head on over there and see what they want for it. Okay, here we go. We've got another dog on the trading block, and I'm curious, just a straight up scimitar. Oh, yeah, she's willing to do that. She's like, yeah, I'll take the scimitar for the dog. All right, you know what? She's pretty, so I'll go with it. Okay, it's a deal. And boom, there we go. So we've gotten ourselves a second dog. Let's see, where you at, Mutt? Let me look at you. Are you the one on the leash? That's him right there. All right, so rope him. Good to go. And name him. I shall name you Doom. Doom and Chickadee. That's a nice combo. Okay, and there's the next dog. Couple pieces of clothes and some arrows. She's good to go. All right, so that's dog number 3. Let me see, is this the one? I'm thinking I want to head over to the Drick. Oh, that's not the one. It's got to be this one. Okay, we've got it. So, you know what? In honor of the Drick, I shall name you Drick. For the culture we love so much, that it has so much wealth. But let's see. So I always like to double check with do you have another dog? Or was that the only one? Nope, that was it. All right, so we go to the map. Let's check here. Ah, there's one more dog to the north of us. So I'm definitely going to go hit that one up and buy their canine. Oh, now this is the ticket. They've got 2 dogs at this location. So that should bring our count up to 5, I think, total. Well, let me trade for him and then we'll check. Okay, and this dog we shall name Florence. There you go. Florence barks. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got Chickadee, Drick, Revenger, Florence, and Doom. Yep, 5 dogs plus our 2 cows, or bulls. Excuse me, gentlemen, bulls. And you know what? I need to put some food in this bag. But I've still got a ton of stuff to be trading. So I think I'm going to make the long journey down to the Drick culture. That's right. So we're all the way up here in the north of the island. And I'm going to make the long trip. You can see I've already done it once, this long slanting line. But yeah, I'm coming straight down here. I want to check and see if this blacksmith has still got my goods. Really, all I care about is the iron spectacle helm, because I'm pretty sure that's a masterwork blacksmith too. So I actually would really love to get my hands on that helm. So I'm gonna make the long, boring journey here real quick for you guys. It'll just take a sec, and I will see you at the village. All right. Well, we have made the journey. It was a long one. I took the pretty standard route of just a straight diagonal path, cut through some of this lime green territory. Only discovered one village along the way right there, though. But we are here. Oh, and let me show you this real quick. If we go to my skills, take a look at my skiing so far, man. We've done a lot of it this year. This is our first winter, and I only made these skis like don't want to say halfway through, but roughly about halfway through the winter. So we've done a lot of skiing, but that's good. By next year, the end of winter next year, we're going to be masters. But nonetheless, we are here at the blacksmith, at the feet of the blacksmith. So let's talk to him. Where's my cursor? Here it is. Yes, we're talking to him. It's a strange time. Let's see. How's that masterwork iron spectacle helm coming along, sir? It's ready, and I have it right here. So let's start trading. All right, offer an item. Let's do it. So I did pick up a bunch of stuff. Well, some stuff from one of the cows. So let's see. Or I'm sorry, one of the bulls. Let me go ahead and just toss a scimitar. Nah, that might be too much. Well, let's just see. Oh, it's pleasantly close. Okay, give him a knife. Boom. Oh, he likes that deal. All right, buddy, a scimitar and a knife. Maybe you can learn how to craft those. Offer some different and better stuff next time. Well, there we go, folks. Our masterwork iron spectacle helm is done. Look at that. We couldn't have asked for anything better, and it was a straight up good trade. Now, let me talk to him again. Go to greet, and let's say I'd like to order some more goods. So he's got knife, axe, spear, arrowhead, sword, helmet, and shield. So many things I really don't need. Let's look at his tools. Sickle, a pot, ironwork fish hooks, a shovel. Uh, no, none of what I really need. I want other, like, armor, not just a helmet. And the shield's no good to me. But, oh well, guys, that's going to do it for the blacksmithing. Because I don't think there are many other selections. Like, some guys might offer a few different things, but he, I think, has one of the more extensive selections, at least in my experience with it. If anybody out there has played with the blacksmith update more and has like seen some of them that'll carry other pieces of armor, let me know down in the comments, because I'll keep exploring and looking for those masterwork mail gloves if I can find them. But nonetheless, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. When we come back tomorrow, we are definitely going to be returning to the Njerpez. Actually, we'll probably do some more trading and stuff, and you can probably count on another raid in the near future. But like I said, we do need to do a little bit more exploring, but you can count on more combat too. So I appreciate everybody for coming by for this one. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content so far. Also, I have a link to my Discord down in the description below if you'd like to join our small but friendly community. And I want to give a big shout out to my Patreons out there. Thank you so much. I don't mention them enough at the end of my videos personally, so I'd like to just shout them out. Thank you guys for supporting my work. I appreciate all of you out there, and I will see you on the next one.